Alright guys, welcome back. We have another question from the second chapter of Engineering Mechanics Statics by Hibbeler, and we have the force acting on the gear tooth, which has a magnitude of 20 pounds. So we have the force F. We need to resolve this force into two components along the lines AA and BB. So basically we have two axes that are not perpendicular to each other, and we need to resolve this force on these two axes. So what we're going to do is that basically this F is the resultant of FA and FB, and FA would be the component acting along AA and FB would be the component acting along BB. So we're going to use the parallelogram rule, and we're trying to make a parallelogram here. So I'm just going to continue the lines to make that parallelogram, and yeah, from here this will be our FA and this will be our FB. Alright, so we have the information that we need for using the law of sines or law of cosines, and we can see that basically we have all the angles because we know this angle right here is 60 degrees and the other one is 80 degrees. And as we talked about, as long as you have one angle in a parallelogram, you can find the other one pretty easy because the sum of these two will be 180, and same for the bottom one. So here we have 60 plus 80, which is 140. And if that's 140, this will be 180 minus 140 or 40 degrees. All right, so now for using the law of sine and law of cosines, we need a triangle, and we can either go with the left one or the right one. Let's consider this one. And in a triangle, we already have two angles, which finding the last one is pretty easy. So basically we have 40, 60, which is 100. This angle would be 80 degrees. Also, because this angle is 80 degrees, this will be 80 as well. So now we can use the law of sines. And for the law of sines, we have this side FB, the bottom side is FA, and this side would be our F, which we know is 20 pounds. So we have sine of 80 degrees over the side that is facing that FA. We have sine of 40 degrees over that side would be 20 pounds. And we have sine of 60 degrees over FB. Right, and what we need to figure out in here is FA and FB, and that's what the question is telling us. So basically we can consider this one for FA, and if we just cross multiply, FA would be 20 sine of 80 degrees over sine of 40 degrees. Let's see what we get. So 20 sine of 80 over sine of 40. So that's going to give us 30.6 pounds, and that's for the FA. And for the FB, we can consider these right here, and FB will be 20 sine of 60 degrees over sine of 40 degrees. So this time we have 60, and yeah, this is going to give us 26.9 pounds, and these are the two components that the question is asking us. One common mistake that I see from students, so at the beginning when you see this, some student will be like, okay, so we have the angle with the axis, so F cosine of 60 degrees would be our FA, and FB would be basically F cosine of, so this will be F cosine of 80 degrees. And that's not the correct answer because this will be just a projection of the vector on that line, which is not what we are looking for. We are looking for actually the two components that the addition of those two vectors is going to give us F. So this works when we have these two axes perpendicular to each other, but in this case that A and B axes are not perpendicular to each other, it doesn't work. So just watch for this. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.